The BCCI Apex Council is currently meeting in Mumbai at this point, and there is a new direction that has been charted not just for the administration as such, but also for the Indian cricket team and the players. However, documents that are in possession of Sports Today exclusively, now we can tell you some major updates immediately. So what is the key agenda? The key agendas that were discussed is Asian Games participation, impact rule change, the T20 overseas leagues participation for most of the retired Indian cricket team players, and also about the media rights and sponsorship for the next 5-year cycle. There are two major impact rule changes that have happened here. There is also a big update on the cooling off period as well. So, without any further ado, let us come to what has been discussed in the BCCI Apex Council at this point in time during the meeting in Mumbai. So, confirmed at this point in the Apex Council meeting, participation of the men's and women's teams in the 2023 Asian Games has been approved. Now, the BCCI will deliberate upon what could be the talent pool and who could be heading to Guangzhou for the Asian Games. Big change in the impact rule, but not for the IPL as you may be thinking. It is in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy season that's going to happen in the sideline. To the 2028 cycle, because remember, now we don't have a domestic media rights holder at this time because in March it ended. That is why you don't see any kind of coverage of the Dulip Trophy now. Retired players participating in overseas leagues. This is a massive development that has happened now. So what is it? About the impact rule. Initially, when you looked at the Syed Mushtaq Ali and even in the IPL of 2023, impact player in the starting 11 before the the IPL, the same template that was employed in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, it took place even in IPL. But now, what is the major change? Over limitation is now removed. The impact player can come at any point in the innings. So, when can the impact player rule come? Before the start of the innings, which normally would happen, completion of an over, or any time when batter has been dismissed. The limitation of the 14th over has been removed. So, the impact player can now come in at any point of the innings when the captains feel right it is. So, no more over number 14th conundrum. From the start of the innings or the completion of an innings, the impact player can come at any point in time. But now, what is going to be done about the media rights? This is the particular proposal that the BCCI Apex Council meeting will discuss in detail. A statement will be out pretty soon on what will be the tender, because from 2023 now they'll have to do the cycle until 2028. The previous cycle, which was done by Disney, it was at a big price, and unfortunately in March 2023 it lapsed. That is why now by August we should probably be getting the tender system in place for the new media rights cycle. The BCCI will come out with a statement probably by the evening period as to when the media rights cycle, how the process will begin, whether they will have a consultant to ensure that the draft policy is maintained according to the timelines, prices, quotation, all that thing, whether they will be separate for TV and online like how it happened for the IPL, all that will be discussed at this point. But the next major thing, overseas T20 league participation. We know that at this point in time that there are a lot of T20 leagues in the world. You talk about the Big Bash League, you talk about the CPL, you talk about the two new leagues that have come up in 2023, which was the ILT20 in the UAE and the SA20 in South Africa. Now, because the ILT20 and the SA20, they are all owned by IPL franchises. In addition to the MLC, where also IPL franchises have a big stake, Indian players traditionally can participate. Retired players, for example, Ambati Rayudu, he is going to the Texas Super Kings. But now, in the past, Yuvraj Singh got an NOC to participate in the Global League T20 in Canada. All that is going to change now, because in the Apex Council meeting, the BCCI is apparently planning to implement a cooling off period so that players cannot straight away feature in a franchisee league after retirement. What used to happen? Because the BCCI are so exclusive on their players that they only want to play in the IPL, they are not allowed in any other overseas leagues. The player would first retire, acquire an NOC, and then participate in the global leagues wherever he can. Except in the case of maybe Australia, it happened in GLT20, it's happening even in the MLC. But now, in the current regime, when this is implemented, if a player retires, there will be a cooling off period. After that, only he can be eligible for participation in any global T20 leagues. NOC from BCCI could be made compulsory if the players want to be involved in any capacity of Indian cricket. So, the rules are becoming stricter for the Indian. Have to serve a cooling off period. We are not sure at this point in time how long the cooling off period can be. It can be 1 year, 6 months, 2 years. We are not sure about that. So, at this point, the cooling off period is the major clause that will be inserted, and the Apex Council meeting might ratify this very soon. So, overseas T20 participation for Indian players is only going to become a whole lot tougher after this. So, the BCCI Apex Council meeting has just ensured that some new decisions are made. Impact rule has been made a little bit more simpler, no problem of the 14th over. Media rights from 2023 to 2028 will come up, but at the same time, a very strict cooling off period for players after retirement in order to participate in global T20 leagues. That might change the entire equation altogether. And so, barring 2 of them, the rest are already assured. Men's and women's team guaranteed participation in the Asian Games in Hangzhou. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.